we can all finally meet again.
Yay.
So objectives for today's meeting are just going to be going over what we each need to give each other as far as moving forward with the final project.
Yeah.
So me and Marina have discussed that for the first portion is that we need to study each other's first portion of the project. So y'all, if one of you can send us a file of what y'all have, and we'll send y'all our files as well.
The thing is that our file is in Spanish.
Oh, that's true.
All in Spanish? Everything?
Is there any way that
we can
is it possible for us to use like Google Translate to translate it?
I guess it will work. I don't know how accurate it will be because sometimes Google gets it.
Well, if y'all want, because we do have to do one more meeting, if y'all want to, maybe we can count that next meeting. We can have it probably within the next few days, and then y'all can like just go over what you put. We can translate it, but then y'all, if there's like some errors in translation, then y'all can just correct us, and we can just like make the right.
Now that I think about it, we wrote it technically very professional language, so people probably get it right. I don't know about the context, but if it's something weird, you can totally ask me anytime, and I will help you out.
Okay. I have a friend of mine who speaks Spanish, so I'll probably take it to him and see if he can help me.
Yes,
It's out there. I wish they taught us a second language like a lot more seriously in the States. But as far as y'all, what information do y'all think that y'all need from us that you can use on your project?
I think just the general information about the target market and the people that buy the thing. And
have a lot of that.
Like a general opinion, and then do that, but in the sales part.
We created a SWOT analysis. We have a demographic of the target market as well. So I think that's included in our first portion. It's fine if it's in English, right? I didn't want to like.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I just want to make sure. So
that's mainly what we need. Because if we share with each other our things, then we can like have a united or unified project, all in all.
Exactly, and I think that's overall what he's expecting of us to do is to have something cohesive from both of our, so that we kind of piggyback off each other. But I mean, I was saying to Marina earlier, it's like it's weird because we are like basically saying the same things just in a different context.
Yes, it's like a different perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
our first project was mainly about the industry, I think. If I remember correctly, it was
like the industry, the strengths.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
Yeah, so we also included the SWOT analysis in ours too. So that's something we can also compare to see what y'all found versus what we found.
Yeah.
And we can mash those together. So that would be good too. Another thing that we want to focus on, because it's something, are y'all doing the simulations?
The big strap thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like 3 big things in that simulation that I've been talking about them with are projecting market shares and how to interpret the seasonal effects. And then what was the last one? Sophia, what was it we went over today? It was
what the cost?
It was in the pricing strategy, but it was like a metric that he used towards the end.
The break-even point thing. The revenue.
I think that's it.
Salud. Gracias.
He went over the break-even point, and there was something to do with. Well, he showed me how to do like overall market shares, but I mean, I feel like that's something that we need like actual data for instead of made-up data, because he showed me how to get it from the total amount of units that we have sold divided by the total amount of units that the industry has sold. So I guess if we can find those numbers, I mean, I don't know if we can find financial statements on Nescafe.
I don't know, because they tend to get mixed up, because Nescafe is a brand of coffee that is from Nestle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
they tend to get mixed up, and they talk about like Nestle as a whole, and we're talking about Nescafe. So I'm not sure we can get that like specifically.
We ran into that same exact problem because when I found financial statements, but they're for Nestle.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like the unfortunate part for us.
Yeah, I know. And I tried, but I didn't really like went out of my way to do it. I tried to get in contact with like Nestle with their customer service thing, but of course they don't know anything. I mean, you have to talk to the big executive people.
I sent an email and I never got a response. So I mean, I guess they thought.
I sent a WhatsApp. I was like, "Hi."
Yeah. So that's unfortunate, but we'll have to move on from that. So for us, the first things first, we'll have to exchange information. Second thing is we'll need to determine what each other needs from each other after looking at the information. Like what y'all have need more information on that can help our project and vice versa. I think that's a big portion of it that we can use for our next meeting because we have to have one more.
Yeah, we're missing out. But I think after we do this, the next part of the project, which is like this week, we're going to do it sometimes next week. We can talk about what you send us and what we're looking into. And if anything comes up, we just have a meeting. I mean, it's just like exchanging facts.